Hey everybody, today I wanted to unbox and show you the clone of a Samsung Gear S smartwatch. This is a Chinese clone of it, and it's not an exact clone, but it's more of a clone for its looks, not necessarily its features and the way it works. But if you look at the box, it does look very similar to the Samsung Gear S, one of the early models of the Samsung Gear smartwatch. But this is the Chinese clone, and here's the unboxing. So here's the box here. I opened it previously. I used the watch for a couple of months and wanted to give you an unboxing of how it sort of looked like when I first got it, and give you some information and what I think of it, and how it worked for the past couple of months. So this is what it essentially looked like when I opened up the box. It comes wrapped in a plastic bag, and it does have initially a screen protector on it. I kept it on there. It looks very similar to the Samsung Gear S, one of the early models. It does have the power button here, USB connector there, which is a micro USB. Let's see if I can open it up here. Screen is a good size. It appears to be a stainless steel cover top here. Does not appear to be aluminum, but appears to be just a cover, stainless steel cover, which does give it a nice look. It has a nice texturized rubberized band, which is flexible, and it's riveted on the inside. And so when you wear it, it does keep you a little cooler. It fits pretty well, it feels really well. Let's take a look at what else is in the box. It comes with instructions in English as well as Chinese, I believe. I never really read it. It was pretty self-explanatory on how it worked. You just need to play with it a little bit. It does come with a screen protector, which I have not used. I left the original screen protector that usually comes with electronics, and it works well as a screen protector. Comes with USB to micro USB cable here, and charger to charge the unit. And it usually charges in a couple of hours, usually an hour, but I usually leave it on overnight, or a couple hours at least, and it will last a day to a couple of days depending on your usage. And this charger is similar to an Apple one, and it appears to be 5 volts 1 amp for the output. Pretty standard. Now let's take a look at the watch. Okay, the watch comes with a rechargeable battery, which is 3.7 volts, and it's 380 milliamps. It's a lithium polymer battery. It's very lightweight. And this is what the inside looks like here. I actually have a GSM T-Mobile SIM card inserted, as well as a 16 gigabyte micro SD card on the left inserted. And I will install the battery, which is a part of the case back. snaps in and it holds fairly well. So let's turn it on. I'm going to hold down the power button for just a few seconds. That's the welcome screen. Okay, here's how to use the smartwatch. On this particular model, you'll see the power button here. Some other models have a button here. This model has the speaker here. There's a camera here. This is used for movies and still images, and there's the microphone there. Now, you would click the power button once. That activates the screen, assuming that you've already turned it on. And you'll see one of the watch faces here. You tap it once. We'll start with this one here. This is the digital watch screen. It has the digital time, the seconds that go around in a circle, and you'll see the date. Tap it one more time. See an analog watch face with the date. And you'll see this one here with Roman numerals. So you only get, with this particular model, you get 3 watch faces that you can choose from. Now, to go deeper into it, you can slide your finger across here. That gets you into one of the main menus here, which tells you the time, date, day, and you see the phone option there on the left. Click on there, you get the phone dialer. You would use the power button, click that once to go back. You click on this here, that gives you the contacts. You can also look at all the features, but just by sliding across. Now if you look on the bottom here, next to options, you'll see a little dot. That starts off with the first. Next to options, you see a little dot. That tells you that you're on the first screen. On this screen here, you can see the messaging option. There, see it timed out. There you can see messaging. That's for incoming, and to also send texts, you can go into that option. There's also the call logs, Bluetooth dialer. So let's go back here. And we'll go to the next one. There's a remote notifier, remote capture, I guess. I've never used that. I never used remote notifier. There's an anti-lost feature, and there's settings. Now if you want to change the date, you go into settings, go into phone settings, and here you can change the time and date. And that's very important, because if you take out the battery, it resets the time, or it disconnects power to the time, and you'll have to reset it when you reinsert the battery. Press time and date, and then you can set time and date number 2. That goes into that menu. You can go back out to the main menus. Okay, and let's see, we were at settings. Let's go over to the next set of features here. You have a pedometer. Here it just counts your steps. There's also a sleep monitor, which I've never used. Sedentary, let's see, what is that? Sedentary reminder. Maybe when you're too sedentary, it'll remind you that you need to get up. I've never used that. Also a quick response. There's a QR code here. I'm not sure what that is for. And let's see, go to the next set of features here. There's a smart search. There's an alarm. Calendar. Calendar is kind of cool. Gives you a nice calendar there. Small text. There's a world clock, which I've never really used. Okay, there's profiles. Profiles, you can set I guess you can turn off the sound and notifications. There's an easier way to use it to set these if you're in a meeting or working and you can't be bothered, I guess. I'll show you that a little later. There's also themes. Go to themes. Right now it's in glaring. And let me go back here. This is glaring, and you'll get the colored squares. So if we go to themes, change it to colorful, that actually looks like that. And I believe this is how the Samsungs look, kind of similar. So we'll choose themes again, go to classic, it's black and white. Now I kind of prefer the glaring, which is like this. You get a colored screen, colored squares. There's also a sound recorder and audio player, which is nice. There's a camera, video recorder, image viewer, and video player. Now I've taken some pictures and taken some video, and it works fine, although the video is very small, the resolution is pretty low, but you can get some images and video, which is viewable on the screen, and it looks very nice, but it is a small screen. So basically you want to swipe either to the right and left. There's also call logs, I guess. But that's the main features of the smartwatch. Now, you can also, at the top of the screen, you see some, you'll see Bluetooth, I guess. You'll see a mail icon. You see some icons on the upper left-hand corner. There's the battery life on the upper right-hand corner. You'll see T-Mobile as well. You're on the T-Mobile network, since I have a T-Mobile SIM card in here. But you can swipe down from the top. Okay, that'll bring you to notifications here. So this will give you notifications if anything came in. You can check really quick. And you can also go into this setting here on the right, which says it's ongoing, I guess, but there are features here. Looks like the Bluetooth is activated. I don't use Bluetooth, so I can probably save a little power just by disengaging that. There we go. Might be kind of hard to see, but to turn off the ringer, if you're going to be in a meeting, or if you're in church, or if you just don't want to be bothered, you can hit the second one from the left, and that turns off the speaker. See that? It lights up in blue. That's activated. There's a brightness mode on the right side. Little symbol of a sun. It's at the lowest setting, and the brightness is actually pretty good. Second from the right, it's also airplane mode, which I've never used. And so yeah, if you want to quickly turn off the ringer or notification, you can do that. I'll turn it back on. That's off, and then you swipe it back up, and you can go back. It goes back to the sort of the main screen here. If you want to go back, you turn it off, turn it back on, it goes back to the watch. I kind of like this setting here. Gives you everything, including the seconds. And you basically swipe left to right or right to left, and that gives you features. If you go up and down, that puts you into this mode here. You can add contacts. I guess there is music that you can add to the SD card, micro SD card. I've never really used this menu here, but yeah, to play around with it and you'll get the hang of it. Okay, now I'm going to test the texting, the receiving of texting. I have my cell phone down here. I'm going to turn off the smartwatch here, turn off the screen at least. I'm going to go ahead and send a text. And it should come in. in a few seconds. Okay, you heard the notification sound. If you go into messaging, you see like there's a little number 1 on the upper right hand corner. Go to inbox, and you can see the message I sent from my cell phone to my watch. It says test. You can actually send a text from here as well. Okay, if you want to send text, you would go into messaging, select number 1, which is write message, and here this is where you type in the text. Just hit the screen and you'll see this small little keyboard, on-screen keyboard. Now this might be a little frustrating if you have large fingers, even with small fingers you can fat finger it, but it does work here. And there's also a number keypad, numbers and symbols, so pretty powerful. And it's really lightweight. And you can also make a phone call. Just hitting this here and typing in a number, and then hitting the little phone symbol, the green little button there, and that'll send, that'll make a phone call. Okay, I'm now going to demonstrate your smartwatch receiving a phone call. Now I have my cell phone down here again, and what I'll do is I'll select making a phone call to the smartwatch. It should start ringing. Put it on speakerphone. Should be able to hear it. Hello, hello. Okay, so it works pretty well. The only thing that I would like is this speaker here to be, or the amplifier in the smartwatch to be a little bit more powerful, more amplified, because when you're in a room with lots of people talking, kind of hard to hear. Or even in your car, you get the road noise and even the ambient noise could overpower the speakerphone. Other than that, it's a really cool smartwatch. It has lots of great features, and for the price you really can't beat it. I mean, it ranges from $35 to maybe $50, and you get lots of great features in this watch. Now the only features that I really wanted is to send and receive text, to make and receive phone calls, and to have a watch. And there's lots of other things that I don't use, but that's great. There's Bluetooth, in which you can sync it to your smartphone. I don't use that. If you're in an area where it's a little too loud, you might have to hold this to your ear to hear the speaker. Other than that, it works really great. It's really lightweight, charges really quickly, and the price, you cannot beat it. Comparing it to Apple or even Samsung, it's a fraction of the cost of one of the name brand smartwatches. But if this is something you're interested in, you can probably go on Amazon and find it, or you can pay full retail for Samsung and Apple watches. And I believe the Apple watches may not even have calling capability, so it's not a standalone cell phone like this watch is. But the Samsungs, you can get those and have that a standalone cell phone as well. But great watch, works well. I'm surprised that it has all those features in a lightweight watch like this. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.